Sometimes a story doesn't need words, just a quiet space and a few plants to tell it. Urban Jungle is one of those games, those rare games, that whispers rather than shouts. And if you slow down enough to listen, it might just leave something behind. Urban Jungle isn't just about plants. It's about watching someone's life shift room by room. It's one of those games where the gameplay is super chill, but there's something quietly emotional beneath it. If you've ever played a cozy game and thought, wow, this says so much without actually any dialogue, then this game might just grab you. You play through moments in the life of a woman named Aita Borisova. Each chapter gives you a new space. Her home, her study, her business, her grandmother's house, somewhere from a certain point in her life. Your goal is to fill it with plants, placing it in ways that will meet their needs, like sunlight, humidity, and how close they are to other plants. They want to be next to their neighbours and best pals. It's a game about decorating, but also about adapting. As Aita's life changes, so does the spaces and how you interact with them. Each plant has its own needs, whether that be light or humidity, and it will show you who they like, i.e. who is their friends and maybe who's not. It feels a bit like a cozy puzzle, but there's absolutely no pressure. The art style I thought was gorgeous. It's soft, it's hand-drawn and super warm, kind of like a sketchbook come to life. The music and the sound design I thought was really relaxing. It put me in a super chill mood. It's the kind of game that makes you breathe slower while you're playing. And really, there's not much dialogue, but you can still feel Aita's story unfold. You can kind of guess where she's at in life with the spaces that she's surrounded in. The game starts off with her, on a business trip to Bangkok in 2015, and she's not happy. She's tired. She looks to that photo of her grandma and goes, I'm doing well, but I'm tired and this is not what I envisioned of my life. And personally, I felt so connected to Aita's story. I have been in a position where you're in that corp life and you're just not being fulfilled to the same extent as you would if you'd followed your passions. So yeah, from the very opening scene, I was connected. I was emotionally attached. I needed to see how Aita grew in her life because, like I say, this game is not just about plants, but it's an emotional story. And the way that it tells it through the setting is just, I thought it was really brilliant. If you're like me and you can't get enough of games like Unpacking or A Little to the Left, or even the decorating side of House Flipper, but you want something a bit more introspective, you'll probably love Urban Jungle. It may not click if you're looking for something, fast-paced or heavily interactive, but if you want something peaceful, personal, Urban Jungle is a really lovely experience. I have already finished it. I had played the demo and the developer sent me a review key, so thank you to them. I just adored it. I couldn't actually stop playing. I did read that someone says it was about 3 hours to play through, and for 11 chapters, they're relatively short, but depending on how persistent you are to get the plant's needs met, like me, bit of a perfectionist here, then it may take you a bit longer. I think it took me like 5 hours to complete, and I was slow. I took my time. I didn't want to rush it. Urban Jungle really surprised me, actually, with how much emotion it packed into something so simple. It's a reminder that even the little things, like where you place your plant, it can tell a big story. Have you ever played a game where it told you the story through spaces rather than actual dialogue and words? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear more of your suggestions. I'm always on the hunt for a chill game that I can obsess over for a few hours. I hope you guys have enjoyed my waffling on. I hope you enjoyed a little snapshot of what Urban Jungle was for me. And if you enjoyed this video, I really want to do more videos in this kind of style. If you guys enjoy it, like the video and comment underneath what kind of game you'd like me to ramble on about next and review. And I will see you in the next one. Sayonara!